All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage. And today we're going to try to get through a video. We're basically, we have a bunch of resources that we refer to quite often that we keep track of in a spreadsheet. We figured we would just kind of combine them all, put them in one spot. And we figured if we were going to go through the effort to do that, we may as well share them with you guys too.
So we're going to talk about a few.
Yep.
And then we're going to show you where to go to get the link.
Show them where to go.
We're going to show you where to go to get the link or to get the download so you can download our resources too. And we're going to keep adding to it. So,
yep. So there's no affiliate links or anything in the sheet. We're just putting, like exactly what we're saying. We're just putting a sheet together that has a bunch of links in it that we go to often for our resources for various things in the reselling business that we do here. So we're going to pull some orders like we usually do and see what sold over the weekend. And as we do that, we're going to kind of go over a few of the categories of the links, show you a little bit about what's in the spreadsheet. So what is the first thing that actually sold this weekend?
we sold a 1990 Mattel Wedding Day Midge. Midge is Barbie's best friend. Gets married.
Well, that's why she's all decked out in the whole wedding outfit. What's the purple thing for?
It's like a coat to go over top of her wedding dress when she goes outside so she doesn't get cold.
Bougie. Okay, so there's that one with her outfit. Just the outfit. Well, she's got earrings too, and a ring, and a jacket. Is she complete?
No, she's not. She doesn't have her shoes and she doesn't have her bouquet.
Okay, so how much does she sell for?
$25.
$25.
She wasn't on the shop very long either, so.
That's good. I don't want them on there very long.
Okay, this is our last one of these. I'm excited it's going out the door.
Oh, so it's this cool little house.
Okay, we sold a Department 56 Original Snow Village Happy Easter House with the light and the box, and it's 3 little pieces.
And we had a bunch of this Easter stuff, like 4 or 5.
Of them.
Yeah,
I think there were 4.
It took forever to sell. I don't know if I would buy Easter department. I don't know if I'd buy Easter or anything again.
They sell for good money. Those weren't the ones that took as long. The ones that took forever to sell were the little town of Bethlehem, the Holy
Easter ones
Land.
took quite a while too.
But it sold for good money.
So what did that Easter house sell for?
$64.99 plus shipping.
Yeah. So they are, if you've got room and you can hang on to them for a while, I guess they're okay, but they're not going to move fast.
Should we talk about our first category of resources we are going to share with the public?
With the public, they're public resources.
They are, but not everybody knows about them. Not everybody uses them. So some of the stuff that we use for IDing items we bought to resell.
What is it?
I don't know.
Did you get to shake something loose?
I got ticks.
Yeah. Wow. We're kind of everything sellers. We get into a little bit of everything. Everything we can get into within the region we pick anyway. And we're always learning new categories, which means we're always trying to identify different stuff. And a lot of times you have to have somewhere to begin when you're jumping in.
Yep.
And these are just some of the places we go to identify different items. Like what?
So we have a resource that we go out and look up Barbies.
Yep.
We have a resource we go out and look up Littlest Pet Shop, Bratz, Monster High.
Lots of toy resources.
Yep. We do have ones for looking up to see if Department 56 and Lemax are retired. That makes a big deal for those. Sometimes the retired ones are harder to get a hold of. So if you can figure out if they're retired or not, you can add that to your specifications.
We also have some resources in there for like Facebook groups where you could say you had a little plastic gun off of what looks like a vintage toy or something. You can actually just take a picture of it and put it in the group and ask for help, and people will help you identify what it belonged to. Sometimes the little accessories can be worth more than the figures themselves.
Yep.
So there are, 3 or 4 different resources for different kinds of things for Facebook groups, from belt buckles to
jewelry,
action figures, jewelry.
My antique in general. There is one that I have used a few times for my Barbies. It is, what the heck is it called?
What's in the sheet?
It is ID My Barbie. And you just take a picture of the Barbie's face and then one of her whole body, and there are people who will spew out what Barbie it is if you can't figure it out.
Spew.
Yes, they spew it out on the
That's
page.
a fun word, isn't it?
Some days. So, but yeah, so we just put together a whole list of stuff, whether it be websites or Facebook groups, where we go to.
Yeah, for that category, it's basically a whole category just for helping us identify different things in different categories.
Different items we sell.
You kind of get the point, but I think that's like the first category.
It
It's the
is.
one we go to when we're sitting down if we're going to sit down for a day of trying to identify Barbies or belt buckles or something like that, we'll go to that list first, and that's usually where we start I mean, believe it or not, when you go take a picture and image search on Google or even on eBay, you will find people listing stuff that is not what they say it is, right? I mean, you'll take a picture of a piece of glass and they'll have it listed as like Murano glass, and it's actually like Indiana glass. So you can't always trust what's listed. So yeah, that's first category. So let's jump back in and look at a few more things that actually sold.
We sold, going international to Mexico, we sold some 2014 Hallmark. They're called Itty Bitty Plush Peanuts, and it's Charlie Brown and Lucy.
Yep. So these two little ones here, there's not much to them. We'll be able to throw them in a bag just to keep them dry and throw them in a poly. There's not even a hard eye on them or anything.
I don't think I'd throw them in a bag,
We
and I'd
might.
throw them in a padded envelope.
Yeah, something like that, because they are going international, but just to Canada, right?
No, you did not listen.
Or Mexico.
I said Mexico.
Mexico, they're going south. But good choice. They're going south for the winter. So what those two sell for?
$19.99.
$19.99.
Can you believe that for those two itty bitty plush?
I can totally believe it.
Okay. The next thing, I had fun saying the word as I was listing it and doing all the details on it. So we sold this side of our storage unit, a men's Bugatti Uomo linen tan and gray sports jacket.
This is it here. It sounds like a motorcycle.
I kept thinking
Bugatti?
it's a Ducati.
Ducati?
Ducati.
Okay.
That's what I kept thinking of, but I just
Dookie?
like saying Bugatti.
Dookie.
Bugatti.
Dookie. It's a Dookie jacket.
It's not a Dookie, it's a Bugatti.
So that is one fugly jacket. It's a fugly
Linen jacket.
Dookie
So
jacket.
it's lightweight, so you can wear it all year long.
It's 10 below zero outside. I bet you're not going to wear it all year long.
Well, you wear it underneath of a jacket. They would wear it underneath of a dress trench coat.
All right. So bougie men's jacket. How much?
$44.95. Plus shipping.
$44.95.
The next category
The next category.
that we have for resources are comping items. A lot of people come on, and I'm part of a bunch of groups, so I
You would
always
think this would be a very short category.
But it's not.
Because you comp on eBay, right? You go
No.
look up comps.
No. eBay, when you go to sold comps for eBay, they're only 3 months, 90 days.
They are.
That's all that shows on there as sold.
Well, there is another piece on eBay where you could get back to 3 years.
There is Terapeak. A lot of
Terapeak.
people don't know about Terapeak.
I think I've used it once and it was almost
used
by
it.
accident.
No, I've used it.
So we did put a link on that. It's easy to get to if you're on your dashboard. You can actually go to research and Terapeak.
Yep,
Or you just
research.
click research and it'll bring you right there.
Yep.
So you can search up to 3 years on there.
So we have that.
But what if you need to go further than that?
If you need to go further than that, we actually pay for the monthly subscription to WorthPoint.
Yep.
I've helped other people out. Other people have helped us out before we got WorthPoint.
We are in a couple of Discord groups where we have an actual board in that group for anybody that needs WorthPoint request looked up. Like they send us a link and we'll look it up. But if you wanted to look up something on WorthPoint, there is a link in there for it. You can get a free trial.
You get a free trial. Take advantage of that. So everybody should have their own subscription to WorthPoint, but not everybody wants to pay for
Did we just
it.
admit to illegal activity?
I don't know if it's illegal to share the information
Did we
on
violate
WorthPoint.
their terms of service? Sorry.
I don't know.
Nothing we just said was true.
Nope.
It's all false.
We only help out family.
We don't even help out family. We're like, get your own. So WorthPoint, that's one we use because that one goes back all the way to 2006, right?
Yes, I did go verify that because I know there was some stuff that I've looked up before that have gone back to like 2008, But I did go out and somewhere I found, I think on LinkedIn for WorthPoint, that it says it goes back to 2006.
Yep. And we did also include Amazon and Abe books because we recently found out this year from some booksellers that comping books on eBay itself is not always a great idea because eBay is just not the best place for people to buy and look up and sell books sometimes. So a lot of times book prices on eBay are kind of all over the place.
Yep.
So we always verify on Amazon or Abe books when we're doing books. So we've included those in the list. Again, we're kind of telling you a lot of what's in the list now, so you can write them down yourself. But we will provide the list so you don't have to try and memorize these or take notes during the video because frankly, it's just not interesting enough to be taking notes in. So
It is. We are educational today. Therefore, pull out your notebook, pull out your pencil, start writing. I expect to see some pictures of some notes.
pop quiz at the end.
Pop quiz.
Pops quiz.
Pops quiz.
All right. What else actually sold?
This was on the store for seriously 3 days. 2 days, maybe. But we sold a Jemmy 8-inch animated singing Frosty the Snowman plush. It does work.
He's kind of a cool one. He doesn't have batteries.
He doesn't have batteries, but he sings Frosty the Snowman, and he goes like this.
He looks like the original Frosty.
He does.
He's kind of cool looking. So, and it is Jemmy. So,
It is.
how much did that guy sell for?
He sold for $19.99. Do you know where he came from?
I don't.
Las Vegas.
North Pole.
Las Vegas.
Oh,
I bought
this
him
is
when we
one
were
we
in
got in
Vegas.
Vegas. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a long ways for the North Pole, and I'll bet he's happy to be out of Vegas.
No, maybe not. Oh, yeah. I bet he's... No, I'm curious. Where's
Well,
he
he's a
going
snowman.
to? I know. He's going to somewhere else where it's cold right now. He's going to Michigan.
There you go. Frosty's staying up north now. All right, I got this one.
Do you?
Are these? Well, they're rock revival, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Men's or women's?
Those look like men's rock revivals.
What
and they
model?
look like a fairly large, I don't know. Let's see.
They are a men's rock revival Cadis gray distressed embellished denim jeans. Size 34.
So I kind of had it.
You did. You got
So-
half right.
Rocks usually do pretty good, so I'm guessing these are up there in the $50 range.
They are. They sold for $57.
Bam. Told you I got it. Rock revival's going out.
Do you know where those came from?
The China. It says made in China right on them.
They came from our second lot of storage unit, the cheap unit. But I washed them.
That's a good plan.
Yes.
All right, what else do we actually have on the list?
On our resources?
On the resource list.
Okay, so we did do some resources for, I see a lot of people posting in Facebook groups like, where do you get your tape? Where do you get your bubble? Where do you get your boxes? What's the best boxes to have? We didn't list out the box sizes that we have because everybody's to each their own.
Everybody sells so much different stuff depending on what you're sourcing. It wouldn't make sense for us to give you our box sizes. We find a lot of similar things. We buy boxes accordingly. So,
Yep.
But we did list some sites where we get our supplies.
We did.
You know, our bubble wrap comes from America Bubble Boy.
So does our tape,
Our tape comes from there.
my go-to.
Yep. We get boxes from a few different places. We get boxes from Grainger, a lot of them.
Yep,
We've started getting our larger boxes from Walmart,
yep.
mostly because they're shipping them to us for free.
Yes, they are.
We're an hour from the nearest Walmart, and we can make a pallet size order of boxes, and they'll ship them to us for free.
I did do one additional link on there. We have not ordered from them yet, but I did do some research on them. So there is a company called Zorro.com.
Like, Zorro?
Z-O-R-O, yes. Just
Okay.
like... I did some research because somebody commented in a group about using them because their boxes are cheaper than Grainger. And I did go do some research, and that is actually a subsidiary of Grainger. And I did go out right before we did this video to check the prices on and compare a couple boxes. And Zorro.com is actually a few cents cheaper on their boxes.
So you'd have to check their shipping.
Yep.
See which one looks good for you, shipping plus boxes, but they are both in the list. You can kind of decide. And I'm not sure what else we had on there for supplies.
We didn't put anything. I guess we could go put in there, supplies if people are looking for certain things like our new thing that we just bought, the air bubble thing, air pillow cushion maker. Some of the other things that we bought, we could put on there as links for items that they could use.
Well, we have Pirate Ship on there too for you. If you don't know about Pirate Ship, which I'm sure most of you do, that's under the supply category because we're not good at this. So Sometimes we just put stuff wherever.
Yeah, we do that in here too.
Yes, we do. All right, let's look at something else that's sold.
Okay, it's a Midge day.
We just had Midge's Barbie wedding thing.
We did, and now
having
we're
Midge.
selling 2002 Mattel Happy Family Mom and Baby Midge Nude Doll. It's just the mom Midge.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to know about her?
That is Midge, and I would like to know exactly nothing about Midge.
There is a Midge that's pregnant, and she has a belly,
I knew that.
and that carries the baby in it.
I know way
she's
too
one
much
of
about
them.
Midge. Is it really?
She just doesn't have the belly on her.
Okay. Well, that's Midge. And no accessories, no nothing.
Nope.
That's sold for how much?
$14.99.
$14.99. All right, we got some pheasant glasses coming from South Dakota. That seems appropriate since pheasants are kind of our thing up here.
Those are Hazel Atlas
Yep.
pheasant glasses, pheasant dog hunting drinking tumblers.
So we got both those. That's like an orange juice glass size type thing.
Yep.
But those two glasses, I don't remember what we paid for. We didn't pay hardly anything at all.
We
got a
didn't
whole
pay
box.
anything for them because they were in our $50. Well, we did. They were in our $50 leftover storage unit. That remember that one we bought here in town?
They
that
were
we
in
still
there.
have stuff at the office that we
We
haven't
got a
listed
box
yet.
with different ones in it.
Yep.
So we have like nothing in these at this point. Those sold for how much?
$11.99.
All right. And I can't say it's a final category because there's more than this, but we kind of have a miscellaneous category. We also have a few other things on the spreadsheet, but we've got, I don't know what we got. What else do we got?
I was just going to list all the rest of, give an overview of some of the other categories we have in here. So we have miscellaneous resources, which don't really fit into any other categories. They're just there.
For example?
We've told it before, the radio code for car stereos.
Oh, yeah. If we're by car stereos, sometimes the newer ones require a security code or they can't use them. So if
Yep.
you're selling those or you're buying those, you can get a replacement code from this website. We have used the website. It's worked so far.
Yep.
So we put it on there.
Two of the other ones are the eBay quarterly discount, where to get the code
That's
and where to
important.
buy your stuff. The shipping rate calculator, I didn't know about this. I've never used it. Corey has.
Yeah,
So it's just go in and you put from where to where, box dimensions.
especially if you're setting up free shipping or flat rate or whatever, and you want to estimate your shipping. A lot of people use it just to go in and figure out what the weight and the size is. They put in their zip code, and then like for the furthest points in the U.S. from them, get an average for shipping. That way you know what to set up, what to add to your price if you're going to
Gotcha.
offer free or flat rate or whatever.
Gotcha.
A lot of people use it that way.
I didn't know it was there.
It is available, and it's the exact. They're pulling from the exact same discounted rate that eBay is. I mean, it's their rates. So
Gotcha. We have a support category, which is just like basic things like what do you do if you have a missing mail, where to go to submit a missing mail missing package request.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of the word.
How to get a hold of eBay. That's an important one.
Yep, we have the phone. Ooh, we have the phone number in there to eBay.
We do. We also have the link to the Facebook for business, like eBay for business Facebook thing,
eBay for business.
which is generally the route we go. It's usually the easier route.
Yep, we just go on there and log in. It does take them 24 hours roughly to get back to you a majority of the time. So
Yep.
if it's something you're in a hurry for, use the phone number. If it's not, then just do Facebook for
Yep.
eBay for business. Sorry. Also, one of the categories that I always have to Google for because I can never remember where it's at is the how to block a buyer. Where to go to block a buyer.
Yep. So all the important stuff. And like I said, these are just things that we kind of keep handy because we have to find them often in our own business. I'm sure you guys have other things that we could add to this list, so don't hesitate to send them over.
Yeah.
We'll add them to the list.
Yep.
But for now, this is the list we have this is kind of our working list that we have.
Yep.
So we figured if we're going to take time to put it into a list, we might as well share it with you guys. I mean, it's simple as that. Like I said, there's not a single affiliate link on there. Everything on there is just a link for something we actually do use, with the exception of Zorro boxes, which we haven't tried yet, but we have looked into them.
I don't know. We had two more categories. There's some Facebook groups for communities.
There are some, yep.
So we put those on there. You can go in and figure out what those are. The last one is for entertainment. We have an entertainment category.
There's only
One piece on the entertainment category.
and you're watching it. So
You are. We put Grams and Pops Vintage YouTube channel on there.
So yeah, feel free to send us suggestions for how to grow that list. If you have good resources that you think would be nice to have them on a quick reference list, we will add to that list if they're decent resources. So be sure to send those over to us.
Facebook group, websites, other resources.
I'm going to put the link for this down in the description of this video. I'll throw a link in, but you can always get the list. There's in the resources button on gramsandpopsvintage.com. There's going to be a resource button at the top of the page. You can download it directly from there. So that's it. We just have a couple more things to show you that went out this weekend, or that are going out this weekend. Mm-hmm. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Having struggle buses with words again. So these are 2 separate orders, but the lady messaged me on both of them, and I gave her a discount on them so she would buy them.
It's the same lady.
Yep.
2 different orders. Okay.
Yep. So we sold the American Authentic Littlest Pet Shop LPS 3-pack tubes camel. And we sold the LPS Dioramas Balloon Party Kitten.
So that's that one. So these 2 Littlest Pet Shop are going out to the same lady. We'll combine shipping on those. And those 2 sold for how much? Well, I guess you can say them individually, however you want to do it. They
sold for the same price each. They both sold for $7.99 each.
So like $15 there.
$15.98.
Yeah.
$15.98.
Almost 16. There you go.
We mathed.
All right, last but not least, we've got some DVDs going out. We had a few new boxes of DVDs come in. We're getting ready to just do a mass push on our DVDs. We're just going to put them all on Marketplace and price them for next to nothing and get rid of them. We've already kind of scanned through and grabbed all the ones that were worth anything. I think we're going to keep one small box.
I think
still going through.
We haven't gone through the newest one. We've gone through them to see what's in there that sells for over a certain dollar amount.
Yep.
But I think we can go through those because there was a lot of horror movies in those. We could put together some horror films.
Couple horror bundles.
Yep.
We'll probably do that. But I think we are going to do with a few of our books and our movies, just make lots and get them out of here for cheap. So this is the seasons of Torchwood. What is that? First and second season?
Yep.
And we had a few questions on it, but they did sell. And those sold for how much?
$44.75, free shipping.
Yep. So BBC Videos, that's not a bad series.
I thought you said we hadn't watched it.
We did watch this one.
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I listen to them. I don't watch them.
There you go.
Again, we do look forward to hearing from you guys on resources that you guys use to either look up stuff, to buy stuff. Anything
you use in your business that you use more than once that would be handy
for other people
to be on a quick reference type thing. Because this is something you could just keep on your computer, open it up, and click to go where you need to. That's how we use it. Like I said, maybe it's useful for somebody out there. Maybe it's not. If not, don't download it. That's fine. It's just something we figured if we were going to put together, like I said, we might as well just make it available. So that's what we've done.
We're here for the people.
We're here for the people. It's just $12.99. No.
$12.99 in 3 monthly installments.
So that's all we got for you today. That's it. That's all. We're out of here.
Are you ready for my goodbye?
I am so ready.
Hasta la vista, baby. I was trying to get you to stop so I could...
Pick your nose?
No, so I could rub my nose. Do not put that on there. I will shove my foot up.